Welcome students. I hope you all are fit and fine and keep social distancing. In the last video, we had started the factors of production, and in this we were discussing about first factor of production, that is land. Now in this video we will start about farming methods. There are two farming methods: traditional farming methods and modern farming methods. These are the two farming methods. First, we are discussing about traditional farming methods. These are those methods which are used by the farmers, which were used by the farmers before Green Revolution. Traditional farming methods, in these include practices which Indian farmers have been using from many generations. In this, farmers use a pair of bullocks for plowing the field. Farmers were drawing water from the wells. The farmers transporting produce to the market through bullock carts, and also farmers work with traditional wooden tools and equipment. And for increase the soil fertility, farmers use cow dung as the fertilizers. These are the traditional farming methods. Now we are discussing about the modern farming methods. Modern farming methods include use of electricity, machinery, HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. In this, farmers also uses tube wells and canal as a source of irrigation. By the tube well and canal, land area of the farmers are irrigated. So these are the two farming methods. Now we are discussing about the Green Revolution. Green Revolution, it means when the farmers started the modern farming method, when the farmer started to use HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, that results in the increase of the production, increase in the output of agriculture. It means production of the crops has been increased, which results in the Green Revolution. So Green Revolution means increase the production of crops by using modern farming methods. This Green Revolution took place in India in the late 1960s. In the late 1960s, this Green Revolution occurred in India. And initially, this Green Revolution started in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh. It means starting in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh, the farmers of these states uses HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, and pesticides to increase the production of the crops, especially the wheat and rice. And this results in the increase of production. And this Green Revolution has some merits and demerits. First, we are discussing about the merits of Green Revolution. It means advantages of Green Revolution. Benefits of Green Revolution. The first merit of Green Revolution is increased production. Increased production means high yield. due to use of the high yielding variety of seeds, or by using the modern farming method, the production of the crop has been increased, which results in the food security. It means there is no shortage of the food grain in our country. The second merits of green revolution is reduce time and labor. It means that by use of machines such as tractors, threshers, have made plowing and harvesting faster and easier. Okay, by using the modern machinery, the agriculture activities become faster and easier, which result in the reduction of time and labor of the farmers. Now, the third merit of green revolution is high profit. Higher yields enabled farmers to sell the surplus food in the market to earn more money. It means when with the green revolution, the production has been increased, then the surplus production has been sold by the farmers in the market, which results in the high profit. And through this surplus production sell in the market, the farmers started to earn more money. These are the merits of green revolution. But there are some demerits of green revolution, and these demerits are, or we can say, disadvantages of green revolution. So number one, loss of soil fertility. Loss of soil fertility due to increased use of fertilizers. It means when the chemical fertilizers, pesticides has been used by the farmer, it results in the loss of soil fertility. Second, depletion of water table. It means continuous use of groundwater for tubewell irrigation has reduced the water table below the ground. It means when the farmer started to use the groundwater for irrigating their land, the groundwater level has been depleted. Number three, water pollution. Water pollution means chemical fertilizers dissolve in the groundwater and pollute the water bodies. Pollute the water bodies like rivers, lakes, etc. Now the next, kill bacteria and other microorganisms. It means that sometimes chemical fertilizers can also kill bacteria and other microorganisms in the soil, which is helpful for the soil. When we use the chemical fertilizers, it kills all the bacteria and other insects in the soil. But sometimes these chemical fertilizers kill those bacteria and microorganisms which is helpful for the soil. Now the next demerit is increase the cost of production. It means the continuous use of chemical fertilizers has led to degradation of soil health. For example, in Punjab, farmers are now forced to use more and more chemical fertilizers and other inputs to achieve the same production level. This means cost of cultivation is rising very fast. It means when by using the chemical fertilizers, pesticides, the fertility of the soil the fertility of the soil has been decreased. Then to gain the same production, the farmers are forced to use these chemical fertilizers or these modern inputs, which results in the increase of cost of production. So these are the merits and demerits of green revolution. Now we are discussing about the land distribution between farmers of Palampur. Earlier we had discussed about the land distribution. Sorry, we have discussed about the family according to the caste, distribution of families in Palampur according to the caste. Now we are discussing about the land distribution between the families of Palampur or between the farmers of Palampur. There are total families 450. We have earlier discussed it. There are 450 total families in Palampur, and among these 450, there are 150 families which are landless. It means they have no land. They have no land area. Landless people. And the number of these people are 150 families. And there are 240 families which are known as small farmers. It means those people who have less than 2 hectare land area. Now there are some medium or large farmers in Palampur, and the number of these people is 60. It means 60 families are medium and large farmers in Palampur. Those have 2 or more than 2 hectares of land area. This is the land distribution between farmers of Palampur. Now we are discussing about the second factor of production, that is labor. There are labor who will do the work, and among the small farmers, they didn't hire the labor. Small farmers along with their families cultivate their own land. They cultivate their own land with their family members. They don't hire the labor. And the arrangement of the labor by the medium and large farmers is, medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. It means that those people who are medium and large farmers, they hire laborers to work on their field. And these farm laborers come either from landless families or families cultivating small plots of land. It means those people are hired as a farm labor by the medium and large farmers, those who are landless or having the small piece of land. And these people are paid wages, and wages can be in cash or in kind. Kind means that sometimes the laborers get meals, or sometimes the farm laborers get crop instead of cash. And the minimum wages for a farm laborer set by the government is rupees 300 per day. This is the minimum wages which is set by the government. But sometimes, because of the heavy competition for work among the farm laborers, people agree to work for lower wages. In Palampur also, there is heavy competition for work among the farm laborers. That's why the people in the farm laborers in Palampur agree to work for lower wages. Okay, they agree to work in the land of medium and large farmers below the rate of rupees 300. This is the third factor of production, capital. The arrangement of capital done by the small farmers and medium and large farmers. We are discussing in this topic. And the small farmers have to borrow money to arrange for the capital. It means for the arrangement of capital for the investment, small farmers borrow money. They borrow money from money lenders and traders. And these money lenders and traders charge high rate of interest on such loans. They charge very high rate of interest. And sometimes with this loan, the small farmers' condition become worse. Because sometimes the small farmers caught in the debt trap. Sometimes it is difficult for them to repay the loan, which results in the harsh conditions for the small farmers. And sometimes they have to sell their small piece of land. Now the capital arrangement of medium and large farmers. The medium and large farmers have their own saving from farming. It means they use their saved money for the arrangement of capital, for the purchasing of inputs. So these are the farming or factors of production. Now there are some non-farming activities which is done in Palampur. 75% people done or engaged in the farming activities in Palampur, but 25% people working in Palampur or engaged in non-farming activities in Palampur. And the non-farming activities which are done in Palampur are: number one, dairy farming. Dairy farming, it is a common activity in many families of Palampur. And for this, there are two traders from Shahpur town have set up collection cum chilling center at Raiganj, from where the milk is transported to faraway towns and cities. The second non-farming activity is small scale manufacturing. Less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. And manufacturing in Palampur involves very simple production methods and are done on a small scale. It means most of the manufacturing work are done at home or in the fields with the help of family labor. Third, shopkeeping. Some people involved in trade. Trade means exchange of goods. And some people involved in trade in Palampur. And the traders of Palampur are shopkeepers who buy various goods from wholesale markets in the cities and sell them in the village. A few of the families whose houses are close to the bus stand have used a part of the space to open small shops and they sell eatables. Now the next non-farming activity is transportation. There are variety of vehicles on the road connecting Palampur to Raiganj. Rickshawalas, tongawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and people driving the traditional bullock carts and bogie are the people in the transport services. Mean some people ferry the people and goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it. These are the some non-farming activities done in the Palampur. But most of the people engage in the farming activities. But the government has to do some work to increase the non-farming activities in the village. And for this, the government has to provide cheap loan to the people to engage to start these non-farming activities. Government has to provide training to them